In this video, we're going to be exploring what the side angle relationship is in triangles. This is a big theorem that describes the relationships that exist between a side of a triangle and a particular angle with relationship to that side. So we're going to take a look at this triangle to get started. You need to get some point of view before we really look at the theorem itself. So here we have triangle ABC in the following diagram. The side lengths are given to us as well as the angle measures. And what we have to do in our first task is list the angles in order from smallest to biggest. So I always like to keep it nice and organized. I know I'm going to have a small, medium, and large side, or angle rather, excuse me, and I'm going to list those angles out by name. So the smallest angle is angle A. It's 30 degrees, so I'll just write A. The medium angle is B, it's 50 degrees. And the largest angle is at 100 degrees, which is C. We have ABC. It works out nicely. Now in question 2, we have to list the sides of the triangle in order from smallest to biggest. So before we were looking inside the triangle for the angles, now we look at the sides. So again, we're going to have a small, medium, and largest side. The smallest side of this triangle, well, that's going to be 5 here, right? 5 is definitely the smallest length. So I know that that side is side A. Remember, we always name sides from the angles that they're opposite from. The medium side will be 6. That's the middle number. And that is side B. And the largest side is side C here. It's 10. Coming in at 10, and it's side C. It's across from angle C. So here we have ABC as our sides from smallest to biggest. So what you might notice here is that things are matching up. The smallest side and the smallest angle actually both were A. So A was the smallest side, A was also the smallest angle. If you look at largest, okay, we could switch it up. And actually the medium works out too. The largest angle and the largest side were both C. So there's a special relationship that will occur in any triangle, and it's special enough that we have a special theorem for it that we're going to explore right now. It's called the side angle relationship. And all the side angle relationship tells us is that the smallest side of a triangle, and you want to fill this in as I'm writing it too, is opposite the smallest side of a triangle is opposite the smallest angle. Okay, and just a note, we could explain this theorem in more detail and just have 2 more sentences. We could just write a note to ourselves here that the same follows for the medium and large sides. Okay, you have 2 diagrams there to refer to. It kind of is a nice representation of what that theorem exactly looks like. Here we have the longest side, here's the largest angle, and they're across from each other. Here's the smallest angle, here's the shortest side, and they happen to be across from each other. Same would happen for the medium length side and angle. So let's take a look at this. We're going to do 2 examples together. Then tomorrow in class, you're going to just completely practice this theorem in your team. So in example 1, triangle ABC, the measure of angle A is 30 and the measure of angle B is 50. If you know me, you know I want you drawing this. So this is A, B, C as our triangle. Just get a sketch going. A is 30, B is 50, and they give us angles, but they are asking about sides. They want to know what is the longest side of the triangle. Well, something I do know, and I know I can solve for, is that all triangles are 180. I know that 30 and 50 together are 80 degrees, so that leaves C to be 100 degrees. It doesn't look like it. It's just a sketch. That's okay. It doesn't have to be drawn to scale. We want to know what the longest side of the triangle is. Well, something I know is that the longest side from the side angle relationship has to be opposite the largest angle. So this angle C here, this 100 degrees, has to be opposite the largest side. So I know that the largest side is AB. Okay? The pictures really do help. I highly recommend having them. This is a multiple choice question, and they're telling us in triangle PQR, so I'm just going to get that sketch going. Here's my triangle. Here's PQR. PQ is 8, QR is 12, and RP is 13. They want to know which of the following statements is true about this triangle. So I am seeing that they're looking at the measures of angles, comparing their measures. So I'm going to set up my small, medium, large again. Whenever I have small, medium, large, it's easier to deal with these inequalities. They look a little difficult right now. So the smallest angle is angle R. I know that because it's opposite the smallest side. The medium angle is angle P. And the biggest angle is angle Q. It's across from the biggest side. So now that I know the order and the hierarchy of these angles, now I could go ahead and attack these multiple choice. So the measure of Q is greater in this choice 1. The measure of Q is greater than the measure of P. I agree with that, which is greater than the measure of R. Oh, I love when this happens. That's all true. And if you want to go through the different choices and check out if they're wrong, you can go ahead and do that, but we actually found the one that works out first. Very lucky. So again, remember, tomorrow we're going to be exploring problems just like this on your own using the side angle relationship. You want to make sure that you're familiar with it and review the video as much as you need to. Have a great evening. Thank you for watching.